Is your dog's gender actually important? Absolutely. While all pups share that special canine magic we adore, the sex of your furry four-legged friend influences their behavior in surprising ways. Let's explore the fascinating distinctions between male and female dogs that might help you understand your current companion better or guide your choice when adopting your new family member. Number 1. Nose detectives, tracking talents. Every dog owner marvels at their pet's incredible smelling abilities. Their wet nose can detect scents at concentrations nearly 100,000 times lower than what humans perceive. Did you know there's a gender difference in scent tracking skills? Scientific investigations published in Applied Animal Behavior Science have revealed that male canines generally outperform females when following scent trails. Boy dogs tend to pinpoint the exact direction of smells with greater precision. Experts theorize this skill developed from evolutionary pressures. Male wild canines needed to locate potential mates across vast territories and avoid competing males. This doesn't mean female dogs have inferior noses, far from it. With proper training, both sexes excel at finding hidden objects. However, if you've misplaced your keys for the 5th time this week, your male pup might locate them slightly faster than his sister would. That is, unless he's the one who buried them in the backyard in the first place. Whether you have a boy or girl dog, each brings their own unique traits and behaviors that make them special. The differences between male and female dogs are fascinating windows into their evolutionary history and how domestication has shaped them. 2. Paw preferences. The canine Pawedness mystery. Just like people favor either their right or left hand, dogs typically prefer using one paw over the other for certain tasks. This canine version of handedness, let's call it Pawedness, appears in about 70% of dogs. Want to discover your dog's dominant paw? Watch which one they extend first when reaching for a treat or offering a handshake. Unlike humans, where right-handedness dominates at around 90%, dogs show a more balanced distribution between righties and lefties. Fascinatingly, researchers have discovered a gender pattern in this paw preference. Female dogs typically favor their right paws, while males more commonly use their left. This quirky difference might not affect your daily life together, but it could give you an edge when training complex tricks or agility moves that require directional understanding. 3. Potty behaviors, territory tales. Every dog walker recognizes this scenario. You take your pet outside for their morning business, expecting a quick bathroom break. Instead, your walk transforms into an endless series of sniff and sprinkle stops at every tree, signpost, and fire hydrant along the route. This isn't random behavior, it's sophisticated canine communication. Dogs use urine to broadcast messages about themselves to the neighborhood network. Research dating back to the mid-20th century shows male dogs, especially unneutered ones, engage in this message-posting behavior more frequently than females. However, females aren't merely passive readers in this scent-based social network. Studies reveal that between 50 to 60% of female dogs deliberately target specific objects with their urine. They're active participants in the canine community bulletin board. The physical difference in urination style provides an easy identifier. Males typically raise a leg to direct their spray higher, maximizing scent dispersal, while females generally squat. Height and positioning of these P-male messages often indicate which gender left the notification. 4. Humping behavior and reproductive cycles. When puppies reach adolescence, their behavior changes dramatically, especially regarding romantic interests. Male dogs experience puberty around 6 to 9 months of age, depending on breed size. However, maturity might be misleading. Teenage boy dogs can become enthusiastically amorous with various household objects, from pillows to stuffed animals to visitors' legs. Experts confirm that humping behavior in unneutered males primarily stems from sexual motivation. They're practicing their natural reproductive movements. But surprisingly, this isn't exclusively male territory. One study published in the Journal of Veterinary Behavior showed approximately 17% of female dogs also display mounting behaviors, though their motivation differs. Researchers in veterinary medicine at UC Davis found female mounting more typically represents play behavior or responses to excitement or stress, rather than sexual drives. For female dogs, adolescence brings reproductive cycles called estrus, or heat, approximately twice yearly. During these 2 to 3 week periods, they release a pheromone called methyl P-hydroxybenzoate, which triggers sexual interest from male dogs. Let's call it their love potion perfume. Meanwhile, once male dogs reach sexual maturity, they remain continuously receptive to these signals year-round until old age. There's no specific breeding season limiting their interest. Should nature take its course, female dogs carry puppies for roughly 9 weeks. Here's an amazing reproduction fact. Unlike humans, mama dogs can potentially carry puppies from different fathers in the same litter. This phenomenon, called superfetation, occurs when a female mates with multiple partners during her fertile period. 5. Parenting approaches, family dynamics. The contrast between male and female dogs becomes particularly evident in parenting behaviors. Mother dogs typically display remarkable nurturing instincts. They feed, groom, protect, and teach their puppies with dedicated attention until the youngsters develop independence. Father dogs present a dramatically different parenting style, minimal involvement. While daddy dogs might interact playfully with their offspring and sometimes show gentle affection, they rarely participate in fundamental puppy care responsibilities. This parenting difference represents a departure from their wild ancestors. Studies of wolf packs reveal relatively equal parenting contributions between male and female wolves. Domestication appears to have shifted this balance, possibly because human caregivers fulfill many protective functions that wild canine fathers would typically provide. The result? Paternal dogs enjoy all the joys of puppyhood with virtually none of the responsibilities. 6. Longevity patterns. Who lives longer? When considering a lifelong canine companion, potential lifespan differences might factor into your decision. Across most mammal species, females typically outlive males, and dogs follow this pattern, though the difference isn't dramatic. Comprehensive veterinary research by the American Veterinary College examined diverse breeds, indicating female dogs survive approximately 11.4 years on average, while males typically reach about 11.1 years. A mere 3-month difference. Interestingly, spay-neuter status influences longevity more significantly than gender itself. Spayed females generally live longer than unspayed counterparts, while neutered males show slightly reduced lifespans compared to intact males. Obviously, numerous other factors affect canine longevity more profoundly. Genetic heritage, dietary quality, exercise opportunity, medical care, and environmental conditions all play crucial roles. According to the Guinness Book of Records, the longest-lived dog belongs to an Australian cattle dog female named Bluey, who reached an astonishing 29 years and 5 months before passing in 1939. 7. Social tendencies. Who's your best friend? Dog personalities vary tremendously regardless of gender, but research reveals intriguing patterns in how male and female dogs approach social challenges and human relationships. Picture this scenario. Your dog confronts a difficult task they simply cannot solve independently. What happens next depends partly on gender. Results published in Animals Basel revealed something fascinating. Studies show female dogs more readily seek human assistance when facing impossible challenges. They'll approach nearby people, make eye contact, and clearly communicate, "Hey, I need some help here." Male dogs, conversely, typically persist independently with the impossible task, stubbornly trying to solve problems without requesting assistance. Sound familiar to any human relationships you know? This doesn't indicate antisocial tendencies in male dogs, however. Swedish research demonstrates male dogs actually show greater enthusiasm for interactive play with unfamiliar humans compared to females. They simply prefer fun, active engagement over problem-solving collaboration. Female dogs often develop stronger bonds with specific family members rather than readily engaging with strangers. They typically prefer intimate, quality time with their favorite humans over rowdy play sessions with newcomers. Their social circle might be smaller, but their loyalty runs exceptionally deep. 8. Barking patterns, communication styles. Both male and female dogs vocalize to communicate, but they often speak differently. Female dogs typically develop more sophisticated vocal communication patterns with diverse sounds for different situations. Their barks frequently serve specific communication goals, alerting to strangers, requesting attention, or expressing anxiety. Male dogs, particularly unneutered ones, tend toward deeper, more persistent barking patterns, often related to territory defense or response to perceived threats. Their vocalizations commonly involve resource guarding or boundary protection motivations. These differences become most pronounced during adolescence as hormones influence behavior development. Neutering or spaying typically moderates these tendencies in both sexes, creating more balanced communication styles. 9. Training responsiveness, learning differences. Professional trainers often note gender-based differences in how dogs approach learning new skills. Female dogs frequently display greater focus during training sessions, maintaining attention for longer periods and showing less distraction by environmental stimuli. They excel at precision tasks requiring careful attention to detail. Male dogs often demonstrate more confidence when attempting new behaviors, but show greater frustration when progress slows. They typically respond better to activity-based training, incorporating play and movement rather than stationary exercises requiring extended concentration. Both sexes learn effectively with positive reinforcement techniques, though their motivation differs slightly. Female dogs commonly work harder for verbal praise and affection, while male dogs sometimes respond more consistently to food rewards or play opportunities. Whether you share your home with a lovable boy dog or a wonderful girl dog, understanding these gender-based tendencies might help explain some of your pet's unique behaviors. Of course, individual personality, breed characteristics, and life experiences ultimately shape your dog's character more than gender alone. The magical bond between humans and canines transcends these differences, creating relationships as unique as each furry individual. Enjoying these canine insights? Show your appreciation with a quick like, and don't forget to subscribe for more fascinating animal knowledge that helps strengthen your connection with the furry family members we cherish so much. Thanks for joining us on this tail-wagging journey through the world of dogs. Ciao for now.